Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. This is episode 9 of our daily World Cup 2026 coverage. You know, I've watched decades of these tournaments, and sometimes the beautiful game gives us days that are simply an emotional pendulum. Joy, heartbreak, happiness, and tears.
If you're talking about Yoann Wissa giving DR Congo their first ever World Cup point in that draw with Portugal, I'm right there with you. It completely shattered the pre-match win probability models. But stepping into yesterday's main slate, the data and the drama both point heavily to Group B.
Absolutely. Canada secured their first ever World Cup win with a dominant 6-0 victory over Qatar. But the record books won't show the silence that fell over the stadium. Ismail Koné sustained a horrific leg injury that requires surgery. It was one of those moments that transcends the sport. Even the Qatari head coach was quick to insist it was completely non-intentional. But what a response from the Canadian squad. Also, despite the horror, I must express my appreciation for Anderlecht midfielder Saliba. After scoring, he showed Koné's number 8 and showed his shirt to honor him.
It was a massive psychological reset for them. Jonathan David was absolutely ruthless, dazzling the crowd with a hat trick. If you look at his expected goals on target, or XJOT, he wasn't just getting chances. He was finishing them with elite precision. And the emotional high point? Saliba converting that free kick and dedicating it to make Ismael proud. That's the kind of locker room cohesion you can't quantify in a spreadsheet.
Well said, Nora. It's those moments of pure sportsmanship that stick with you. Looking across the other pitches, Switzerland comfortably handled a 10-man Bosnia-Herzegovina 4-1, thanks to a beautiful Manzambi double. Meanwhile, South Africa rescued a point against Czechia, with Hugo Bruce rather animatedly complaining about the tall Czech squad. And then there was Mexico edging out South Korea 1-0.
The Mexico game was a fascinating watch. South Korea practically gifted them the victory with a defensive howler. The underlying metrics showed a very tight match. Shots on target per 90 were almost identical, but Mexico managed to find a way, as Rangel put it, and now they've reached the knockout phase.
Sometimes you don't need a masterpiece, you just need a bit of luck to survive and advance. But let's shift gears. We have a massive slate ahead, and I know you've been itching to break down the United States ahead of their clash with Australia.
I have. Let's dive into the USA. Tactically, they've evolved into a fascinating unit under this 48-team format. What stands out in my notebook is their pressing efficiency. We're looking at top-tier numbers in tackles and interceptions per 90 in the middle third. They don't just rely on big chances created, they suffocate the opponent's transition game. Their XG plus XA per 90 metrics indicate a team that attacks strictly by committee.
It's a very modern approach, completely mirroring the Australians, ironically enough. I remember reading a piece recently about how a furiously contested friendly years ago really set the stage for this modern rivalry. Forget any confected hostility. The US and Australia are essentially looking in a mirror. Both rely on high physical output and immense tactical discipline. It's going to be a gritty, beautiful battle.
Exactly. Whoever wins the expected goals, battle today will likely be the team that forces the most high turnovers. But Dad, I know you love connecting the current grit to the historical greats. Who is our legend of the day?
I want to talk about a man who redefined the geometry of the pitch. Lionel Messi. Number 1 on practically any top 10 list you'll ever read. You know, I remember watching him in his prime, and it wasn't just the speed, it was the aura. He could walk for 89 minutes, completely scanning the pitch, and then in 3 seconds, deliver a pass that no one else in the stadium even saw. His crowning moment in 2022 cemented his legacy, settling the endless debates about the real GOAT.
Looking at his performance and hat-trick against Algeria, maybe his prime is not over yet. His vision was practically algorithmic. It's poignant you bring him up today, too. We should note that Messi recently asked for humanity and privacy as his father is currently dealing with a medical situation. It's a sobering reminder that these icons we analyze and idolize are just as human off the pitch.
A very important point, Nora. Speaking of off the pitch, though, I know you've been monitoring the digital atmosphere. What is the modern internet culture obsessing over today?
Oh, the social feeds are wild today. The new trend is aggressively hyping up unexpected players. Right now, all the viral clips are centered around Kai Troen from Australia. Plus, the tailgate parties outside the stadiums are reaching festival levels. But my absolute favorite is a crossover meme. FIFA posted a picture of Ronaldo and Messi, and the comments are flooded by cricket fans typing Thala for a reason, a tribute to MS Dhoni.
I I don't even know where to begin with that. A cricket legend taking over a football post? The internet is a strange, strange place. Give me a good old-fashioned pub discussion over a drink any day.
Admit it, you love the global connectivity, but we need to look at today's actual football. What's on the schedule?
We have some brilliant matchups. The USA takes on Australia, which we've covered. Then we have Scotland facing Morocco, Brazil looking to bounce back against Haiti without Neymar, who is unfortunately ruled out with a calf injury, and Turkey going up against Paraguay.
The stakes in that Scotland-Morocco match are huge for the group standings. Which one are we focusing on?
It's too difficult to choose just one. The narratives are too rich today. I say we clear the schedule, order some food, and do a complete marathon watch party.
I'm in. I'll prep the heat maps for all 4 matches. It's going to be a long, glorious day of data and drama.
That's the spirit. Thank you all for tuning in to episode 9. Enjoy the matches today, keep the beautiful game in your hearts, and we will see you tomorrow to break it all down.